Alright, good afternoon everybody. This is Saturday, 6th of January, 14:25 hours. Okay, this video is done in response to what is happening in XRP. I have mentioned a lot of times before, okay, we always buy on pullback. We always buy on pullback. However, okay, I also want to explain the multiple time frame rules. Now this is important. Listen up carefully and listen up good. If you have skin, if you have investment on XRP, okay, I think this is the last time that we are going to see XRP for its run. Okay, XRP is at the verge of a major pullback. Okay, the first volley has been fired last night. Okay, all right, first volley has been fired last night, and I think it's time that everybody wake up. Okay, I have said it many times. Do not fall in love with a stock. Okay, a stock has give us good money from here to here, all right, and also from here to here. Yes, we missed this out, but actually from also here, from here to here, we have also give money. We missed this run, but doesn't matter. We jump in at the slight pullback here, and after that goes up to here, and we took profit from here. All right, so everybody should be in the green now at this point in time because most of us enter here, took a 20% profit up here, except for Kevin Chow or the Kanchong Spider who sold about 80% of it. Okay, and then after that panic when and bought somewhere here, and after that when it dropped, he will start to panic a bit, but now it's up, he's in green again. Now, the main thing is that this, okay, it has proven very clear that on the daily chart, we always look at their daily chart. Darren Sito, okay, I think you better stop looking at 5 and 10 minutes. I said many times, okay, because you are a newbie, it is very important that you do not develop the habit of looking at 5 to 10 minutes chart because those are for daytime trader, daily trader, okay, they go in and hit and they get out. Okay, unless you want to be a full-time gambler, you can go ahead with a 5 to 10 minutes chart, but I can tell you this, those are noises. It doesn't make any sense at all. Okay, the most important chart is the monthly chart and the daily chart, and probably the hourly chart when you have made the decision to buy or sell a stock. Okay, the hourly chart is a negotiating table when you have decided on a daily chart to enter, to buy or to sell. All right, so the most important thing is the daily chart. Everybody looks at it and we should be looking at it as well. Okay, newbies tend to develop bad habits. They read something, they listen to Adam Khoo and everything, and they think that they can outsmart the world and develop a strategy, and after that they develop such bad habit that they cannot get rid of. Okay, so I'm trying to get rid of all this bad habit from the very start. Okay, I've been training for 20 years and I can tell you this, that this is the things that I have a hard time taking away, but through the years I also developed the right skill through all the mentorship from the traders in the States and everything. Okay, so I tell you now what is going to happen. Okay, for the copied account. Okay, for those people who are on your own for buying XRP, listen up carefully. Okay, this is what is going to happen in this 3 to 4 days time frame. Okay, be very careful here. XRP run is near its end. Why do I say so? Now let us take one step back to Bitcoin. Okay, I'm using Bitcoin as an example. Listen up carefully. I'm using Bitcoin as an example. Okay, now Bitcoin on the daily chart, okay, you can see that he has a very good run since January, from January last year all the way to the top here at 19,500. Okay, so if I move it back a bit of the time frame, it went up here. Now this time here, that's when I shouted that, look, okay, there is a divergence, right? A divergence in the in the RSI. Okay, RSI for RSI we always look at the peak. We don't look at the individual increment value in between. We just look at the peak comparison. This is the point where it's high, but this high is actually lower than this high, so there's a divergence, and therefore it is likelihood to fall. Now I didn't really advocate any buying of the Bitcoin then, because it was really running high. Now on the weekly chart, I always look at the weekly chart first. Just look at the weekly chart. It was something like this just before the fall. It was running straight up. It was going vertical. Okay, it was going vertical. Now, do I want to buy such a stock when it's going vertical? Then I look into the daily chart, which shows the trading inside all this bar, and I says that wow, as the stock is running higher, the RSI start to fall, and that is why I said that this is likelihood that will pull all the whole entire crypto market down, and I say don't touch crypto market. Okay, so this is what is showing. The daily chart is showing the internals. The daily chart is the internals of the weekly chart. Okay, the weekly chart, whatever happens on the weekly chart, each of the bar is a weekly trading. All right, it's you want to look at the internals, the organs of the weekly chart. It is the hourly chart. You look at the hourly chart now to say that, hey, look, this guy is really on a very stretch with a declining RSI, and voila, what happened? It start to fall. Okay, it start to fall and it start to fall until it reach a base of about 13,500. Okay, now what happens here? You look at this thing here, it comes out down all the way here. All right, everybody says it's a crash. It's a crash. It is not a crash. It's just a heavy pullback of 50% on the Fibonacci retracement. Okay, it's a crash, but whatever you call it, okay, crash, retracement, pullback, and everything, it is a significant fall from 19,500 all the way to 13,000. Now, if you look at the on the weekly chart, then okay, so a bit stretched. I'm going to just pull it down a bit so that you can see it. Okay, all right. On the weekly chart, if it has a red remark, a bar here. Now I was very worried about this bearish engulfing candle which engulfed the week's trading before. Now, and it actually went all the way. You can take away all this thing. It actually went all the way down to the purple line, right? It went all the way down to the purple line on the weekly chart, and then another bounce back. This purple line here. Okay, nobody have asked me what is this purple line. I'll wait for you guys to ask me the questions. Okay, in learning, you need to ask why and how. I'm not going to give you all the answers. Okay, I don't really care whether you're learning or not, because in September I'm going out onto the actual trading platform. You don't know, do understand? Doesn't matter, because after that you will be on your very much on your own. Okay, you just follow my buy call and sell call, but you have to press the buy and click button. That is when you start to get a bit more involved. Currently, you're just sitting there eating popcorns, okay, and enjoying the benefits of a copy account. Now, and then after that, it start to climb up. It start to climb. For the past 2 weeks, it start to climb up. It's following the purple line. Now, this is called a pullback on a weekly basis. This is a pullback on a weekly basis. I was afraid of the bullish incoming candle, but until 1 week later, I said, okay, it's kind of stopped. Okay, so not to worry about it. And after it start to go. Now, what is happening on the daily chart? Look, it bounced up, and now the trend continues. Okay, I'm telling you now that Bitcoin is going up. Okay, Bitcoin is going up. The pullback is successful. We tested this. It didn't go all the way down. Okay, it didn't go all the way down, and now it is going to go past 19,000. Okay, I mentioned that I'm more comfortable if we cross 19,000, but now with this scene here, okay, I'm pretty confident that this thing will probably pull back a bit, test the purple line again, and after that bounce up. Okay, so in the meantime here, Bitcoin is not going to chunk all the way, but it's going to come down slightly. Okay, come down slightly. I want to see a bounce here and after go. Okay, so this note is going to come down, and after that it's going to come up again. Now this is for Bitcoin. Now look at Ripple now. Ripple has been on the blazing thing all the way. Okay, since when I told you guys to buy somewhere here, it went down. Okay, all right, kept quiet about it, and after that, I said really load up. Okay, I really load up. Okay, I load up about $3,000, and after that, boom. Okay, and went up to 90 cents. Okay, this is 3 times. This is 300% ROI. Okay, from 20 cents all the way to here. All right, or more, or slightly lesser than that, but slightly more than that. Okay, but it's 3.5%. Okay, 350% of return on investment from here all the way up to here. And after that, it start to move in sideways and went up on the purple line. It start to move up again. Now I was not comfortable with this candlestick. Okay, and that's when Bitcoin start to fall. Okay, I was afraid that this thing actually pulled it down to here. Now, on a percentage wise, we do not want to lose all our earnings from here 3 times and all the way down to here. This is okay. In trading, sometimes I just need to be a bit more kiasu in that sense. Okay, that's why I say everybody out. Okay, and I was not monitoring this part here, but it start to move. start to move, and all of a sudden people say, wow, XRP is really chonging. Yeah, it's start chonging. Okay, start chonging, and that's why I say wait for the pullback, and after that we start to enter here. Okay, and start to enter, and then after that, this is what happened. Now you can see that there was a pullback here. There was a pullback here on the daily chart. Now look at the weekly internals. Okay, look at the weekly chart for XRP. The XRP has been doing a 4-week bull run. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 weeks of bull run. Okay, where is the purple line? I'm going to move this up. The purple line is somewhere here. Okay, now if all things true, okay, all things true in a pullback, okay, correction or retracement of any stock in the weekly chart, it always comes down to the purple line. Okay, this purple line. Okay, I leave it up to you. Ask me what is this purple line again. All right. Now this purple line is now covering around 96 cents. From $2 and to 96 cents is a bloody big drop. Okay, it's a bloody big drop. Now it's not going to drop to 90 cents, but probably because this thing is going to rally for a few more days, and after this guy is going to move up to here and probably comes down to $1.50. Now from here all the way down to $1.50, it's going to hurt a lot. Okay, because I know of one guy, okay, no names mentioned, he bought somewhere high here. Okay, all right, the guy who sold 80% of his holding, now he is in deep trouble because most of us, our average cost is about $2.30. Is somewhere here. Now this guy pulled back to 150. His entire trading account is down by 50%. Now I tell you first, you are not going to sleep very well when your trading account is down by 50%. Okay, so be very careful about this thing here. Now is it going to happen overnight? No, it's not going to happen overnight. Now what I'm going to see is this. I'm going to see, okay, I'm going to see on the daily chart, Darren. So I mentioned again, look at the daily chart all the time. Don't look at 5 minutes, 10 minutes again. All right, don't ever tell me you're looking at 5 to 10 minutes. I tell you first, I'm not happy. Okay, so move up to here, pull down to the purple line and bounce up. Now this guy is going to achieve a higher high. Okay, this is going to achieve a higher high, probably $3.80 to $4 range. This range here, somewhere here, is going to bounce up and bounce up here. Now the RSI, I expect it to be much lower than this one here. This high, okay, this high here, all right, compared to here, all right. Now this guy is going to go up here, okay, and everybody, the last sotong, the kanchong spider will be very clear here. The retail, you look at the eToros, all of them are retail investor. They will be buying. It will be buying, and everybody will be saying, ho. It will go to $1,000. Yes, it will go to $1,000, but not to tomorrow. Okay, not tomorrow. A few years down the road, I do not know. But in the meantime, right here, right now, in the next 1-2 weeks, this guy is going to come up to here. Few days, it will come up to here, and this high. Okay, I do not foresee that this RSI is going to peak higher than this. Therefore, we have a higher high here, but a lower RSI, and there will be a divergence. At this point in time, okay, at this point in time, I will make a call for you guys to start to unload massively out of this position. Okay, XRP, all right, the prostitute XRP is over. Okay, the fun with XRP is over, and it is due for a pullback on a weekly chart, and this pullback will be very massive, and it will all come down plumb to $1.50 around this range. From $3 to $1.50, you do not want to be around when it's pulling back in such order. Okay, this is about a close to no, from $4 to $1.50 or maybe to $2. It's about close to a 50% drop. Okay, 50% pullback. All right, it is not a correction. The uptrend continues. In the weekly chart, we have a higher high all the way, but we haven't seen a higher low. I want to see a higher low, and I expect that a higher low should be about close to $1 to $1.50 to $2 range. From $4 down here, that is when we start to get interested in XRP again. Okay, so in the meantime, a lot of you have money in XRP. It is going up. Okay, fine. All right, I have money here. Okay, it's giving me about 30% return. I have $1,000 here. Okay, it's still in the rate by a few dollars, 1%, few dollars losses, but total I have about close to 30% return on investment for this. As the stock starts to move up, start to unload. Okay, we don't have to unload now because it will achieve a higher high to ensure that this thing is coming down, okay, and this thing will pops up to here, and this thing here, it will probably reach around here, or maybe even the same height. As long as the same height and this guy is not in the same height here, it is a divergence. Consider a divergence, it will start popping down. Okay, so everybody is having a sigh of relief. I am not. I'm not having a sigh of relief at this point in time, okay, because I haven't seen a retracement on the weekly chart. Now, what do we do with all the money? Okay, what do we do with the money? I've been screaming away, asking everybody to buy Litecoin. Okay, Litecoin. Litecoin has been coming here. Now, if you look at the weekly chart, it has a very, very beautiful pullback. It has a very, very beautiful pullback. It pullbacks all the way down to the purple line again. It went up, okay, vertically, just like XRP, and now after that it has a pullback, okay, and hovering, and it almost touched the purple line and went up to here at about the $250 range, and now it is trading higher than this. This pullback is over. In the same thing on the daily chart, the internals of the weekly chart, you can see that there was a higher high here. Okay, you may not see okay, I'm going to take away the Bollinger Band just to make sure that everybody knows. Okay, I'm going to take away the downtrend line as well. Okay, now you see that let's move it down a bit. This point here, this high, okay, corresponding to a lower RSI, and this high here. Okay, so while we are achieving a higher high, the RSI is weakening. This run is weakening. This one is weakening, and therefore it went into a weekly correction of a close to, from a breakout of $100 to 350 and went down to 200. Same thing, okay, same thing again. It went down to about $1.60. So it's looking at about close to, from here down to here, you're looking at about close to 50% to 60% pullback. Okay, and it pulled back to a realistic line, and after that it crossed back again. It crossed back into the upper cyan line. The upper cyan line here shows a bullish sign. Okay, Ken was talking to me at night. He says, hey, no, it's dropping. I said, no, you should buy. And the day before I told him to buy. Whether he buy or not, I do not know. I said, you should buy here, because this is bullish. Okay, a single green stick, two red stick down, followed by green stick. This is freaking bullish. And that's when I said I start to make a flight call, LTC 600 leaving. Okay, and today I have someone in the morning, just about lunchtime, texting me, should I buy LTC? Now I said the last call for boarding was last night. You guys didn't board it, okay, and the flight took off. The flight took off from here, okay, close to a 14% increase. And where is it going? It is going up to here now. It's going up to 350, and I can tell you that this thing will break through this point, because the RSI is at the low, is from the oversold position all the way up, and this guy is going double. Okay, based on the measured move of this manner, okay, go up, down, up, okay, it will be the same distance from here. It's about $100 to 350, and from here, from the base of the breakup here, from here it goes up, it will be reaching a $600 range, and that's from $250 to $600. Okay, and hey, that is, or maybe about $500. Okay, I don't care, maybe somewhere here. Okay, this thing is a good run. This is about twice of return on investment. Okay, so when I make a flight call and say last boarding time, you need to make sure that I know what I'm talking about. Okay, I know that it's going to break out. Okay, I'm quite close now. Okay, I've already honed my skill to look at stocks in the order of hours and in the order of days. Okay, where it's going to break out and everything. Okay, when I do read the Facebook for a flight call, last boarding call and everything. Okay, so if you miss the flight, you need to wait for it to pull back. Okay, pullback should be like looking at the point where it flies into Dubai transit. Okay, where you board the aircraft. You don't board the aircraft when it's in flight. Okay, it is very, very dangerous. So you need to let it land somewhere here and then pull back. So in the next few days, I see LTC moving down. Okay, LTC probably popping up here and moving down, landing in Dubai, refuel, and before it go for its next destination. So this is the point that you want to get involved with this, and that's where you want to load up. So where do you get the money to load up? You get the money from Ripple. Ripple is going to go up. Okay, you start to unload. You start to unload one tranche. Okay, $200, $200, $200. You start to unload. You unload this money and wait for the opportunity for Bitcoin to pull back here. Okay, if you don't like Litecoin to pull back here, you don't like Litecoin, fine. Okay, then you maybe want to choose Bitcoin. Bitcoin is waiting. I'm waiting. Okay, I'm waiting. It will break out. I didn't have a position. Doesn't matter. I didn't have enough money, so I'm waiting. I'm waiting for it to come down to test the purple line before it breaks up again. So it probably be coming down to about 15,000. Okay, 15,000. It comes down to 15,000. I will probably enter my first entry position. Okay, where do I get the money again? I get my money from Ripple. Okay, Ripple is going to go up, and I'm going to score higher on my return on investment, and I'm going to say thank you to this prostitute, and I'm going to take away the money, and I'm going to put onto Bitcoin as it comes down. This is where you start to move your funds to another counter. Okay, another counter. Right. So this is the last wave. Okay, this is the last wave to hit the higher high with a lower RSI, and it will start tumbling down. Okay, it is not a correction. All right, gentlemen, do not think that it's the end of Ripple. It is a very healthy correction in the weekly chart. It is going to happen. Okay, no stock goes up to the sky like this. It doesn't happen. It doesn't go to $15. Just continue on green bar all the way for up on the weekly chart. Every chart will have a pullback. Every chart will have a pullback. Okay, on the Bitcoin, you can see that it has a pullback. Okay, it has a pullback earlier. Okay, rush up, then it has a pullback again. Right, and every time there's a pullback, there is a divergence in the daily chart. There is a divergence in the daily chart. It pullback. Okay, divergence. Okay, there was a divergence. It pullback. All right, this is a pullback of almost a week, and after it run up, okay, this is a pullback of almost 2 weeks, and it continued up again. This is a healthy stock. Okay, this is a healthy stock. Every stock will have this type of behavior. Okay, so the same thing here. It runs up. Okay, divergence in the RSI for light LTC. It pulls back, and after that it runs. And this run, do not ignore it. Okay, a lot of retail investors tend to be obsessed with this pullback and says no, you're going to drop further, it's going to drop further. No, it's not going to drop further, and it's going to run higher, and it start to run higher and higher up to 500. That is when the retail investors start to get very interested again. It says, can I buy Litecoin at 500? Are you kidding me? Are you freaking kidding me now? Because this thing has run one leg up. You say, oh no, because I see it running, I want to buy at 500. Okay, I'm sure there will be one of you texting me in a few weeks' time to say that, hey, can I buy Litecoin at 500? Sure. Okay, I sell it to you. All right, same thing here. Okay, this guy is not going to run forever, and he's going to pull back on the weekly chart. Now, where is this pullback? I say again, okay, I'm waiting for it to reach a higher high and on the RSI. Now this point here, I'm still pretty confident that it will run up. Now but there is also another issue here, is that this high and this high, you can see that it's equal high. There is actually a divergence. There is a divergence, but this divergence is not considered very strong. Okay, a divergence is when you're really high and the slope. So this is considered a divergence as well. But if I draw it carefully, if I draw it really carefully, this point here is actually higher than this high. So there is no divergence. I want to see a divergence at above the 80 oversold position, overbought position. Okay, so in summary, after the whole thing, do not fall in love with the stock. The prostitute XRP is going for its final leg. Okay, this final leg, it probably be reaching 380. Okay, 380. All right, and you should be unloading your position, maybe leaving about $200 as a market position, $200, $100 market position, and let it come down all the way. Okay, let it come down all the way, because you don't want to lose track of it. This XRP, it will go to $15 eventually, but not right here, right now. Okay, and start looking at Litecoin, looking at Bitcoin. Okay, maybe even Dash. Okay, Dash is also popping up. It's going to pop up. Look, it went up, pull back. Okay, all right. You see, there was it has a pullback on let me see. Okay, now we're going to the weekly chart now. Okay, it's just trading sideways now. Okay, see, it actually pull back. All right, pull back, and after that it's moving sideways. Now this is not so healthy because of this doji here. I'm not so keen on this one. That's why I never recommended this thing. Okay, all right. I can name a dozen one on the crypto as well. BCH, yeah, BCH is great, but it ran before that. So on the weekly chart, okay, same thing, goes up, come down. All right, and look at the daily chart. It went up, come down again, come down again. Now this guy, okay, is now trading sideways, and the Bollinger Band is squeezing down. Where is it going? It can be going down, it can be going up. I do not know yet. I need to see it start to move above the purple line again. When it start to move above the purple line, I'm quite sure that this part here, 99% confident that this thing is going to pop up this way. So in the meantime, akan datang, just wait for a moment until I tell you what BCH is going to do. Okay, all right. So this happens. All right, you guys have a great weekend. Okay, all right. Lesson learned for this video is never fall in love with the stock. The stock will come to a point when we need to really hold a very small position, okay, a market position on it, and exit from that counter, because the counter is gone. Okay, then after that we'll move to the next stock, and we'll move our money around. Okay, thank you and have a great weekend.